Hey, this is Sterling Sherrill, and I just wanted to share with the group, some tips and advice that I think will help you who are doing email and have email lists, and some strategies that I use and concepts that I put together. And one of the things that I see a lot is people who are sending out automated uh, follow-up series that are maybe really old. And one of the things that you really need to start doing is capturing attention and get more open rates by using news items that are relevant and taking those and transitioning those into your offerings to your group. And this is one that I sent to one of my lists last week because Stephen Hawking had passed away. And I want to take you through why I put this together, my thought process of how I constructed this, and how you can take and use these techniques as well for yourself. With your own emails that I hope this helps you here. So first of all, Stephen Hawking passed away last week as I'm recording this, and it was everywhere, from radio to TV to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Everywhere you looked, you're going to find articles written about Stephen Hawking passing away. And because he has become such a huge figure in the world, that a lot of people are interested in that. So we're going to use that and capture attention off of that and get opens because of that. Just because we are with the flow. We're not going against the flow. We're going with the flow and using that curiosity about his life. And this is what you're going to see here. So I called this, the title of my email was, you're seeing the rough draft. I use Notepad, nothing fancy. Then I copy and paste it into my emails. But this is Stephen Hawking's final gift to you and I. So automatically I got Stephen Hawking in there, and I'm using the word gift because there's some curiosity behind gift. And when you open up a gift, you don't know what it is. So I want them to open the email to find out what that gift is. So I'm using both of those things to get more opens when I do this. And I put 2 weeks before Stephen Hawking passed away. Stopping right there. It is a technique I use a lot, and I recommend you use a lot to put time frames into the beginning of all of your email communication. It could be, I used 2 weeks before, but you could do 3 years ago I was sitting at a cafe in Barcelona, or 2 years ago I was in a hospital waiting to hear the news from my wife's ultrasound. Last week we had to put our family dog down. Whatever it is, if you can start putting time into the beginning, it draws people into your world more, and that's something that you want to utilize. This one's not quite there, but I'm always thinking about how to put time references at the beginning of my emails, so that draws people into a story with there. A long time ago, far, far away. That's tried and true because it just people start picturing themselves there with you and where you're going with that. So I want you to do that as well too, as much as you can. Let me continue. He presented a new theory that shook the foundations of the scientific community. You're going to hear me as I read through this, how I'm not giving it away. I'm trying to draw them in. So I'm going to be talking and alluding to this new thing that came out and what's going on and what made it so exciting. But I want the more invested time they have in it before I tell them that, the more likely they're going to finish reading my email. And that's what you need to do as well too. And you'll hear it right here. In fact, his contemporaries believe the Nobel Prize should change the rules and award Hawking the Nobel Prize even after his death. Currently, the rules say a person must still be alive to win the award. Getting a little information there, a little context of it, but still not giving away what that gift is yet. I alluded to in the email title. The way Einstein's theory of relativity or Isaac Newton's gravitational theory is taught today in every junior high, it is likely Hawking's new theory will be the standard of explaining our universe and even our lives within it. Building anticipation. What is it? What's the payoff? And I just put it right here. What makes this such a captivating idea that led his partner Thomas Hertog to write, he has often been nominated for the Nobel and should have won it. Now he never can. Question mark. See how I'm using the question there. What is this? And I'm going to give it right here, but I'm not going to get big into it. I say Hawking's research was titled A Smooth Exit from Eternal Inflation. The study outlines that there are multiple Big Bang events that continue to create universes just as our own. Don't want to try to break down, and especially in email, I'm not qualified to. I'm going to lose people after a while. That's all I want to do to start transitioning into my material that I want to provide to them. And that's, you don't need to go into it big either. You don't think that you have to be an expert on it. Just I just use that information and put it there to anchor that to what I want to write about. I put this: we tend to see our universe, our world, and our own individual lives as fixed. Our senses have trained us to rely on what we can see, feel, touch, smell. We have used those to define our reality and our place in it. Everyone can agree on that. And I want them nodding right here. I want them saying, yes, I want there to be no disagreements, nothing controversial in this as I start my transition. And here's my transition. However, what if, just like Hawking wrote, there are new universes to explore? Just because we cannot use our senses to know they are there, we can use our mind like Hawking, can't we? I'm using Hawk. I'm keeping coming back to that, and I'm just like placing him in there and saying, "There. What if there's more that people haven't thought about?" And that's what I want my program to be about too. It makes no sense to believe we are limited to only what we can see or touch or can touch now. What if instead there are new levels of our own self or our own sense of self waiting to be explored? New worlds full of new possibility? Questions. It's like, okay, yeah, what's this? Many tell you that it is nonsense and to stop dreaming about fantasies. But if you have the desire to see as Hawking, you can understand how this opens up our belief to explore out new ideas, new experiences, new lives. A lot of people that if you're a coach, you're trying to break through and they've been told that they're always going to be overweight. They're always going to be, just take pills for depression. You can't stop that. They're stuck in this job. So I'm saying, hey, if people telling you stop thinking about it and fantasizing about it, I'm kind of aligning myself with my audience and saying, no, there's something more. And I know that people have told you that, and I can sense that. But what if there's more? And I'm starting to create this sense of, tension here. It's like, yeah, what if there's more? And wanting them to explore what I'm going to write here to them. So if you are brave enough to challenge the convention of time and space itself, would you embark on discovering this new life already waiting for you? It may be hyperbole, folks, but listen, you got to break through here. Brave enough, challenge, convention of time and space itself. That's the people they want to be. That's who they would like to be, not these people who are dreaming about fantasies. They want to be that person, and that if you have something that can give that to them, put it out there and break through the noise. Don't be afraid to use a little hyperbole on that. It's not lying. You just have to get their attention and say, yeah, I want to raise their hand. And this is where I go. I have a new program opening for others who are seeking to transform their lives. You can join here. I took the link out there, and I like to put a lot at the end. I'm just going to finish this up. P.S. I like to put a lot of PSs at the end because people go down toward the end. There are no guarantees other than experience your life with a new paradigm of possibility. And that's the audience that I want right there. And that's the audience you probably want as well too. People who are brave enough to take on that challenge. You're able to say, yes, I'm going to do this. And, I'm even saying that there are no guarantees. And a lot of times that's putting me opposed to a lot of things. Oh, I'm going to guarantee you, 30 pounds in 30 days, or I'm guaranteeing you're going to make money. And it's like, there's no guarantees here. But there's something that you can experience beyond, your current senses. And that challenge out there is drawing the people that I want for my offers, and separating me from everyone else. So these are some of the techniques that I'm using here, and I just want to encourage you, write fresh emails, use the news stories that are out there, create a sense of being relatable, not just use autoresponders or not just some really two-sentence emails and then buy my stuff here or join my program here. Draw them into a story, give them a new sense and thinking of things. That's what I want to share with you, and hope you can use some of these techniques, and let me know what you think. Thanks.